Join an online learning community for creators with over 17,000 classes. Be one of the first 500 people to click the link in the description to get a 2-month premium membership for free.
Jordan's messages.
3, 2, 1, go.
I woke up, found this scab on my arm. Have absolutely no clue where it came from. How did it get there? How did your hurt get there? Do you know? Do you have any clue? Let's figure it out together. Let's get to the messages. Hey Jordan, I've said that I've done this 3 times. I feel really guilty. It was my friend's 17th birthday, and he invited me and some other friends to spend the night. He wanted to watch a movie called Robocop. Alright, the movie had a lot. Is that an old movie? The movie had a lot. Is that an old movie, Josh?
Yeah, and they remade it.
Oh, okay, great. They always have to remake these movies because they're not original. The movie had lots of violence, including a man who redacted.
I redacted it.
Oh.
It was too much for messages.
A man who... Can you at least give me a hint? I'd have no...
I don't know. I redacted a lot.
Oh.
It has to do with, well, I don't even want to say. It was very violent.
Okay, it was violent. It wasn't something that was the S.
This part was violent.
Is there the S later?
Maybe.
Okay, I just have to know, Josh. I gotta know this stuff. I gotta know what I'm dealing with here on Robocop remake. And a man gets his limbs shot off. It shows everything. You also see some redacted. Okay. I closed my eyes at that point, but my friends made fun of me. And people do redacted. There was much more bad stuff in the movie, but it would take too long, and they spelled it too wrong, to list it all. Should I tell my parents or pretend like it never happened? I can't get these images out of my head. I see them when I sleep. Oh. Okay. Look, I didn't think this was going to be that big of a deal, Josh, until they're seeing these horrific images in their sleep. And this person is so pure. The one thing that they want to know is, should I tell my mom and my dad? Okay. I'm trying to think this through. If I was a parent, what would I want now? Okay, my child is so unbelievably pure. Have done such a good job that they're destroying themselves over watching a movie that they may or may not have known. I'm going to assume they didn't exactly know what Robocop was. It's like, you're just over at your friend's house, and it's like, we're going to watch this movie. It's like, oh, okay, let's, all right.
Here we go.
Here we go. God, here we go. You can't sleep for days.
This is like the worst case scenario.
This kind of stuff happened to me. It's the worst case scenario. You're like, do we have to?
Can't we just do
Can we do anything else? Then they suggest something else and you go through this trauma again. Oh, no, why am I at this party? Oh, okay. Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think you need to tell your parents. It's okay. You haven't done anything wrong. I mean, it's in my perspective, Josh. I think that this person's just beating themselves up. Okay? You're a good person. You watched Robocop the remake, probably. And it destroyed you, it disturbed you. But sometimes we learn in our destruction just what we're made of. And just, it refines us in a way that we're like, wow, I never want to watch a Robocop remake ever again. And then you move on with your life and you learn a hard lesson at the 17th birthday party. So anyways, that's what I would say.
He doesn't have to feel like he did something wrong in his life. Like, if he wants to tell his parents because he feels guilty, he doesn't have to do that. But if he just wants to be like, you know, I went to this party and they watched this movie and it made me feel... He should talk about how he feels about it rather than, I did this terrible thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Mom, Dad, they started watching this dumb movie and it made me feel guilty that I saw it.
Right. Josh says this is the most churchy message that I have ever received. Let us see. Hi, Josh and Jordan. I legit don't know what to do right now. Me and this guy have been dating for a while. He goes to my church and I thought he was really nice. For the past year of dating, we have called each other cousin. This is because his older brother married my cousin. So in some proverbial way, that makes them cousins. A couple weeks ago at church, a new girl came and she is knock dead gorgeous. I introduced myself to her and also introduced my boyfriend to her. We said that we were cousins and she understood and she said we looked alike. Okay, so you're confusing her. Number one, things got rough. 2 weeks ago at church, one of my closest girlfriends came stomping up, dragging my boyfriend by the hand to me. She said she saw him kissing the new girl outside. I, in front of everyone around me, mostly old people, but also his mom, wigged out at him. I lost it. I started yelling. The rest of the time at church, I sat in my car, mad till I left. Because she was driven by her parents, I'm sure. That's why she didn't just leave immediately. That's fine. At one point, his mom came and talked to me. She was like talking through the window. She'll barely roll down the window. She was mad that I yelled and was saying her son was horrible in front of everyone. Anyways, I missed last week's service because I was sick. I want to go to church, but I don't want to see the guy or the girl. Help me. Thanks in advance, Lucy.
Wow.
You've done this to yourself. I have no sympathy. I do slightly, a little bit, but you confused this girl. You have a boyfriend. And the thing that you choose to say when you see a girl who is, in your words, drop dead gorgeous, the best thing that you could think of to say was, he is my cousin.
This is why I said it's a very churchy problem, because I can just see it in my head being like, hi, what's up? I'm Blah. We're cousins.
Oh, 100%.
I can see it. I can see it.
Look, I don't want to come across as mean, Josh, because but at the same time, you've kind of done it to yourself.
Why are these fools kissing at church?
This is what people do, Josh. Okay,
Back in the youth building?
Yeah, the older I get, the more I hear stories. I wasn't into this stuff. The older I get, the more I hear stories from my friends. They're like, hey, did you know that so-and-so did this? And I was like, where? When? Literally no clue. All the time.
That would shock me, Jordan?
All the time. Oh, dude, I probably haven't told you some things. All the time. All the time. So this is not that shocking to me. It's sad. It brings back memories. Look, and the only thing that I can blame is it's the thing is it's not you, it's not Lucy, it's not your cousin boyfriend, it's not the drop dead gorgeous girl. It's everybody collectively. You guys you've created this stupid little culture that this happens to, and you're gonna lock yourself up in your car because you're mad, sad, and I can't just help you because it's the whole situation. It's the parents. Yeah, it's everybody, Josh. Look, you've thrown me in the deep end and asked me for advice. I just want to get out because I don't want to sink with you. Okay?
Jordan barely got out of it.
I can barely get out of it. You know, people ask me all the time on the streets, Jordan, why do you do it? Why do you make messages? Since 2006, why? And the answer is simple every single time. I really care about you guys. I want you to learn new skills with Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with thousands of classes in design, business, creativity, and more. They have a class no matter what you want to learn. And the premium membership gives you unlimited access so you can join the classes and communities that are best suited for you and your goals. Seriously, they have everything. We saw calligraphy classes on there, leadership classes.
Documentary photography I saw. Pretty crazy.
It's just everything. There's so much on there. If you just scroll through, you might find something that you're actually interested in that you never knew you were interested in before. It might speak to you. 2 hours later, and now you have a new skill. And maybe a new life path. The best part is that an annual subscription is less than $10 a month. You can join the more than 7 million creators learning with Skillshare. And it gets even better. The first 500 of my subscribers, to click the link down in the description below, are going to receive a 2-month free trial. For free.
Wow.
It's a free trial that's free. If you're thinking about starting on a new project this year, check out Skillshare. They will help you make it happen. Click the link down in the description below to get a free 2-month trial. Now, let's get back to the messages. Jordan, my pal, I need some advice. I tend to always read too much into guys' behavior around me and assume that they like me. But then I always end up disappointed when I find out that they don't. I assume they like me when they do things like look at me from across a room. sit by me, talk to me, try to make me laugh, IDK. I need to know how to tell the difference between boy just being normal and friendly and the guy actually trying to communicate he likes me. How do more shy guys show they like girls? Please help. All girls need this information. All right, every single one of these guys likes you. The complicated thing is that when, like, how do you know they don't like you because they're with somebody else all of a sudden? Sorry, you missed your chance. Okay? With the guy, it might, one day it's them, another day it's that person, maybe not a day, maybe it's a week, a month. You're taking too long to give them any kind of signal at all. If a guy looks at you from across the room and you see that he's looking at you, 100% that's what he's thinking about. 1000%. I would bet my life on that.
How do you tell the difference? How do you tell if someone's just being nice or friendly, or if they...
Generally, there's not... If a guy... Most guys, I would say, Josh, if they go out of their way to go and talk to a girl, that means that they are slightly into them. Okay? Now,
like,
to the...
them with an asterisk where, like, if you show interest in me, I'll be interested in you.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it is.
Putting the feelers out.
Yes. Now, there are some guys who will go up and just talk nicely to you and they have no other motives, okay? That is very rare.
Was that you, Jordan? Did you do this?
I did this all the time. And I feel like it got me in trouble sometimes. But for this reason, for girls like this. I'm not saying... I'm saying that from my perspective, talking to other guys who do things like this, okay? Most times they'll come back to you and they're like, hey, I just talked to this girl, blah, 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 blah. I never did that to anybody, okay? I might have, like, one girl that I liked. And everybody else I was just genuinely trying to be nice to, okay? But from talking to other people, I do not think that is the mass majority of people, okay? I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody or anything. I'm just saying that I feel like that was abnormal. All right?
I still gotta hear about these stories.
Oh, jeez. I'll tell you when the cameras are off.
I've never been so excited for an episode to end.
Hi, Jordan. This is Jolly. Well, everything started in my freshman year of college. Went to class. When I opened the door, I suddenly saw the mad face of my professor because it interrupted his class. Josh, this is one of two things. It's either fake, which because you picked it out, I seriously doubt it is. Or number two, English is not their first language, and because there's just so many errors, okay, already. And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that this is because Josh picked it out. He has a good nose for this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Suddenly saw the mad face of my professor because interrupted his class. Though he was a substitute because he looked super young. Many of my friends, though, that he was a student. Well, anyways, after spending time with him, I started developing feeling towards him because of his kindness. Kindness. People who get to know him fell in love with him. I want to tell him how I feel, but in my university, student relationships are not allowed pretty much anywhere, right? I want to wait until I graduated, but I'm kinda afraid. I feel like we are attracted to each other, but I think people will not be happy seeing a 22 young girl dating a 36 ma'am. My family sorry, I'm trying to read this. My family is putting pressure to get a boyfriend. I don't know how to tell them that I love someone. Sometimes I don't want to rip people to shreds because I don't want to. If they truly are from another place, another land, I don't want to be that guy. And that's what I think happened here.
Messages is loved
worldwide.
Internationally.
Internationally, Messages is loved.
Look at the analytics.
Look at the analytics. It's everywhere. Okay. I cannot discriminate. There are professors that have that in college. All right. There was a story at my school where something like this kind of happened, and it was the worst thing ever. That was not with me. It was just with a professor that people liked, and then it went horribly wrong very quickly, and nobody has ever heard from him again. Okay? This stuff is real. This happens. You have to be careful. You do not want to be the one that is in this situation. Stay away from this man. Ma'am. Stay away. Stay away. Please stay away, because this story has gone down in folklore to us. It is written in pages that will never be thrown away. because it is so disturbing and so sad and entertaining in a morbid way.
Are the youth group stories you're gonna tell me at the end of this episode more disturbing than that story?
You will be disturbed. Probably more. Do not be that girl with that guy. I beg you, okay? You will never live it down. It will seclude you from every other person because it is so strange and messed up. And you will try and justify it. But I promise you, you are in the wrong. Okay? Don't let it. Maybe the girl is just desperate for a relationship. Maybe this guy is he's just a kind dude. Okay, so maybe don't.
He's sitting here watching messages like, don't throw me under the bus.
Don't report me.
What have I done?
What have you done? Everybody watches messages, young, old. What have I done? I don't know, alright? I'm just going from my past experience, and it was bad. Look, alright, maybe I'm just misreading this completely, and this girl is just desperate for anybody, any relationship, period, because her family is pressuring her, okay? Don't pick up on this dude's kindness too much, alright? Leave the man alone, and just find somebody your age, okay? Please, because you don't want to get into that kind of stuff, okay? Now shut off the camera, I'll tell you the stories that I was going to tell you. Forgot I had to do the outro, the most important part, Josh. I will tell you in just 5 seconds.
Can't wait for this message to be over. Hurry up.
Look, guys, okay. Where do we get our hurt? Where did I get my scab? It's a mystery. It's a mystery, and the only thing we can all collectively do together is to watch messages, make messages, established in 2006. We have helped. God knows we have helped so many people. We have truly done the Lord's work here. And we will continue. Don't be messy. And leave good messages. Now I will tell you.
Alright, I turned the camera off. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically,